Okay, we're going to have a look at using the sine rule to find an angle. Okay, this doesn't change the rule. The rule is still the same, but this time instead of finding one of the small letters, which would be a side, we're finding one of the big letters, which should be an angle. Okay. First thing, just want to check is that we understand what we mean when we're talking about an angle. When we talk about angle PRQ, that means we go from P to R to Q. So we draw around this angle here. So this is the one we want to find. It's also always the one that's in the middle. Okay. As I said, sine rule doesn't change whether we're finding a side or an angle. So A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. And we're still looking for our pairings. We're still looking for angles and sides that match up. So if I look at this one here, I know that's 52. I know that's 60. So they match up. From the other side, we've got our one that we're trying to find, and it matches up with the 9. Okay, I'm going to start with the one that I'm trying to find. So I'm going to start with this pairing here. So that's 9 over sine x, or sine r if you prefer, is equal to b, which is 16 over sine 52 degrees. Now it's a wee bit trickier finding an angle because we need to put an extra couple of steps in, because the thing that we're trying to find is on the bottom. Okay, easiest way to do this is probably by cross multiplying. Cross multiplying is when you go across the equal sign and multiply bottom with top. So here I'm doing sine x times 16. So I get 16 sine x equal to, and then we multiply the other way, 9 sine 52. Here I've got 16 times sine x. So I'm going to take the 16 to the other side. Opposite of timesing is dividing. Okay, that gives me sine x. I don't want sine x, I just want x. I want to do inverse sine, second function sine on your calculator. I have 9 sine 52 degrees all over 16. Okay, typing that into your calculator then. There's my calculator. So I'm going to do shift sine, open up my fraction button, 9 sine 52, close my bracket, all over 16, and we get 26.3 degrees. Let's try the next one. I want to calculate the size of angle DFE. Again, the first thing you want to do is spot what angle it is that you're finding. So angle DFE, we go from D to F to E. So it's this one here. Okay, looking for our pairings then. That's the one we're trying to find. That's opposite this side here, which we don't know. Okay, we'll come back to that. This side is opposite this angle, which we also don't know. I'm having a bit of a problem here. This angle is opposite this one, so that's fine. We've got one of our pairings. That's absolutely fine. Let's get A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. Have you figured out how we're going to get our answer here? Now, we're aiming to get this angle here, so ideally we'd like this one here. But we don't know that side, so we can't find that angle. We do know this side though, so we can find this angle. Okay. If we know two of the angles in a triangle, we can find the third. Because then we have our angles in a triangle. Okay, so finding angle E then. So we've got this pairing here. So we've got 4.3 over sine E, which is the one we're going to find. That's equal to 7.6 over sine 100. Cross multiplying then. So I'm going to do this one times this one. I'm going to change my pen colour back this time. So we get 7.6 sine E is equal to 4.3 sine 100. So to get sine E on its own, let's take the 7.6 over. Now some people like to do that all in one step. If you want to, you can. I like to go through 2 steps. That gives me sine E. I just want E. So E is inverse sine of 4.3 sine 100 all over 7.6. Type that into a calculator. Second function sine, use my fraction button, 4.3 sine 100 all over 7.6. Nope. Yep. And that's 33.9 degrees.